What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to start sanding the Boler. There are about 1 million layers of paint on this thing. I feel like it's been in the hands of, I would reckon, about 7 or 8 people over the past 51 years. So I'm going to do my best to sand it down as well as I can to give us a really clean slate. My goal for today is large surfaces, not really worrying about the little things. Basically see what kind of damage I can get done in one day. Can I remove all of the chipping? Will there be some hidden damage that we find? So I think this is going to be a lot of work. I have worked on fiberglass before once, so I know that it's important not to go in too deep, but that said, we have a lot of work to do. So I'm going to show you some of the chipping, some of the damage, some of the beautiful abstract art on the side, and then we'll just get started. Get to it. So the GoPro overheated as I was just starting, and we have such a small sliver of shade, so I am putting it on super view, and we're gonna have a fisheye effect for this portion here. So basically I've already started for about 5 minutes, and I recognize that this sander is awesome, and I think it pays to pay. And I can only predict that the people who were sanding it before, which was certainly one couple, but I feel like there's been a couple of goes at this, I don't think that they were using such an awesome sander. So I feel like this is gonna be quicker work than what they went through, and I hope I don't eat my words. So you can see why I wanted to take all the paint off. It's actually quite a bit of it, and it's pretty extreme because this is a rough area. Quite a bit of it has these big voids underneath and chips many layers deep. This is the original color, so the first paint job went over top of I don't know what. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert here, but I just didn't want to lock in more of this crap. I'd rather clean it out, put some body filler, and just have it be what I perceive to be done kind of properly, at least as properly as I can do. Whew. All right, so this is what we have so far. And before I go home or back to my family's property tonight, I'm just gonna finish off that little corner, and I'm going to leave. Always looking for bears. There's grizzlies out here. I thought I heard something. I'm gonna leave that corner alone today, and that one too, just because the sander does bump up on those lights and that hardware, and I just really don't want to needlessly cause work for myself. So since the name of the game today is just get off as much of the color as I can, I'm just going to finish this corner and clean it up a little bit and then come back tomorrow. There we go. Halfway to don't stop now. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the bear spray, grab my dog, and head for a dip in the river, the lake. Actually, don't know where I'm gonna go. I have two really good options. In any case, let's go to a body of water. Summertime. Look at how big this is. This is a Saskatoon. This is not a grape. This is not a blueberry. It makes me so happy. You know what? Willow, you need to get out of here. You need some of this in your life. Release the hound. Willow, come here. This is not a fetch stop. This is a snack stop. Can you get to this one? This summer I'm teaching Willow how to eat from the bush. Very simple. She's a 7-year-old dog. Come here. Is that good? Okay, you gotta get your own. Yes, good girl. Oh yes. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Willow, come here. I was gonna eat it, but this is for you. Yes, that's a big one. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. You want more? It's so cute to me. I'm surprised these aren't all eaten by bears. All right, to the lake. Dog bite. One pick. This is the best year I've ever seen these. But this is the highlight of my day so far. All right, this is a good yield for the lake. Just casually eating some berries on an absolutely unforgiving road. That's a drop off. There's no coming back from that. So pretty. Woo. Can you imagine plowing this road in the winter? Back for another day of sanding, and today I have an additional goal. Today I would like to sand and, plot twist, fix some mistakes I made yesterday. So as you can see in this lighting, this really doesn't look that bad. I would venture to say it looks good. It looks like progress, you know? It is, we've just started with the first grit, and this is what we have so far. So we have a couple layers to go. But from what I could see in this lighting, I was like, yeah, that's pretty great. Good job, Ellie. But then the light shifted as the day went on yesterday. And as you can see right here, although this isn't from me sanding, but as you could see, the light brought up divots that you couldn't otherwise see. This is just an example. I was trying to be mindful and not go in on too much of an angle, but I did get carried away a couple times and noticed, oh goodness, I'm really angling it here. I need to simmer down. And so this time I'm going to be a lot more mindful to not go on such an angle. And then once the sun shifts again, I'll go back to the back of the boler and just flatten it out and just work on evening out my mistakes, because I do not want to continue on with that type of damage as I move forward with this sanding. And lucky, this is only less than a quarter of the trailer that I potentially gave myself extra work for. It was a lot of words. Anyways, so let's get to it. We're gonna start sanding another side and then fix some mistakes. One thing I'd like to do before I fully sand her down is figure out for sure what her original color was, because I think it would be really nice to kind of honor tradition and put her back to the way that she was. So if it's one of the nicer colors, then I'll do it. So let's take a look. I have sanded and I do have a good idea, but this is what we're dealing with. We have this psychedelic array of colors. This is not my sanding job, but this is from the previous owners. They did the best with what they have, but luckily my sander is a lot more aggressive because this looked like it took so long. So we have a bunch of colors. Is it this blue? It's certainly not this orange. Underneath the blue, there's a bit of a yellow kind of, and then under that is this terrible brown, which is an oil base, and it's been causing me a lot of problems on the other side. Then under that, you can see this color. What do I even call that other than, I don't know, 1970s green brown. The baby puke color. And I think that that's the original color. So let's just confirm that in a few more spots. Actually, this is a really good spot to see that. And you would think that it's obvious here, and truthfully I've never looked here. Okay, so we've got the white primer. There's that baby puke color. Let's not call it that anymore if we're choosing to roll with this, but it gets the point across. So I'm going to Photoshop what this bowler would look like with this on the bottom, white on the top, and we'll decide if we want to paint it that color. So please let me know in the comments, do you like the look of this or this? This. Here you can see underneath everything there's a repair job, which means this color isn't even the original color. I really don't hate it, and I've been so indecisive. I've been thinking about colors for over a month now and just can't make up my mind. So I'm gonna leave this on the list for you guys to decide between the three colors, and you let me know what you think. But now it's confirmed that I'm quite certain it's not the original color. Security. Still doesn't give us clues as to the original color. I feel like this was added on for sure when the bowler was blue, and that was many layers into its life. So I don't think we'll ever solve that mystery, but anyways, for now, let's get this thing off. Ooh, that one looks like it's gonna be fun. Oh no, it's just a spider web. I'm going to be fiberglassing over these holes and just putting a couple of vents at the bottom if ever I use propane in here. But these holes are no longer needed in modern day. I will be using solar and a battery pack and a diesel heater, or a Chinese diesel heater. So all of this is not necessary. Look at how dusty I am. So that was so much more work than I thought it would be, and we aren't even done sanding. We're probably halfway. We have completed most of the bottom half, which I think will be the hardest part because that's where all of the layers of paint are, but the brunt of the lower part is done for today. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.